part 2. This is the bathroom. Room the door there. It's a fit for cassette toilet, so you have a cassette which your bodily fluids go into, and then that cassette gets pulled out of there. I pull it out of there, take it to the Elson point, and then I empty it. That's a sink, mirrors, everything. It's a bit cramped in here, but it's actually more roomier than you think. So the shower's it's more spacious than it looks. But that's it. And there's a porthole there. More storage here, and a towel radiator. Got 3 radiators and the towel radiator there. Look at porthole. Open this door again. On the boat, and they are heated by a diesel heater. Mine's a Eberspatcher diesel heater that our Ever makes. So that heats there. And under my bed, as we go into here in the far corner, I have something called a calorifier, something like that. Obviously, I can't pronounce it properly. And that is a big hot water insulated tank. So the water is also heated by the engine, and I also have a immersion, 1 kilowatt immersion, which I can use when attached to main power or using my generator. So into the bedroom, the duvet gets tucked up out of the way so I'm walking past, I don't brush it. I've still got drawers underneath the bed, and there's more storage when you lift up the mattress to the back. There is storage above the bed. Wardrobe. So wardrobe, you want that wardrobe like my hats. It's not enough of them anymore. That's a tablet which is velcro to the wall, so I can watch stuff at night in bed. The windows have a film on them as secondary glazing, which I put on for the winter, which will come off as it gets warmer. And then I open this door and hook it up, and this takes us out into the stern, into the engine room. I need to fix that. And excuse me a second. There we go. So there's my life jacket. That's the tank bag for my motorbike, which my brother gave me. That sits on the top of the hatch because it's magnetised. It just doesn't move when I'm cruising along. There's a clear screen there, so I can put my book in there without it getting wet. I can put all my lunch, water bottles, waterproofs, camera, all that in there. So it's great. Spare cassettes. I'm going to swap my cassettes over. That's where they go. And a small bin. Underneath here are 4 leisure batteries and a starter battery. Each leisure battery is 105 or 110 amps, I can't remember. Behind the bag there, as you can see, is, if I can move it a bit more, is what I call an MPT controller. Let me put on these lights. So I've got some magnetic lights and that lot which hang up on there for when I need them. It's a good thing about having metal all the way around. I can use a lot of magnets. So that's a controller that controls the solar power coming in, and I have 645 watts worth of solar panels on the roof. Spout, mooring rope, a little saw. There's a step I stand on when steering a boat. I've extended that so it's almost twice as long as it originally was, and give myself storage for tools underneath. And then there's my tiller arms, tiller pin, tool storage and stuff like that. Jerry can for spare diesel. That on the wall is held up by magnets, and that then keeps in place my windlasses and windlass holsters, mooring chains and mooring pins. I'm a single-hander, so I want everything really close to hand when I'm mooring up. This is a travel generator. This bit here, it gives me 3.5 kilowatts of electric power. It uses the engine, so it's attached to the engine, so when the engine's going along I can switch this on and I can give myself 3.5 kilowatts of 230 volts, which I can use to power things like my washing machine if I'm not plugged into the main on the shoreline, and my immersion heater and anything else that's electric. There's also a battery charger which I can use to charge a battery, but I haven't got any solar that day. That's just the you know what I mean, for the engine, coolant tank for the engine. Anyway, I know all the terms. So that's there. There's storage under this step. There's lots of storage on this boat. That's my fuse board. This side is all the 230-volt fuses, all the different lights, pumps and everything. Water heater and charger, which should be used off the mains or generator. That then flips me to which one I'm using. I'm on landline at the moment, and these are the 230 fuses. And that's the switch for my inverter. I've got an 1800 watt Stirling inverter, and that's a temperature humidity gauge. So I think that's it. That's the boat. She's 57 foot long, not including the fenders, and she's called the Jolly Rhubarb. Thank you.